Well, hi there everyone. I'm Dave from Dave Smith YouTube channel. Like always, I'm really glad to meet all of you, my lovely English students, over here to my channel again. Please tell me this kind of thing. Do you know what the Aussie people are? What kind of people are usually called Aussie? If you don't know, and I'm gonna give you the correct answer. And Aussie people are called the Australian people, and those people who live in Australia. By myself, I used to be living in Melbourne, in Victoria State in Australia. It's South Australia. I used to be living in Melbourne for over 8 years. And that was in early 2000s. So some of you who know me as a professional auto racer, that definitely know that fact for sure. So if any of you who doesn't know me so well, I'm just telling you about this. So as far as you can guess, in today's video I just suggest you to talk about some Aussie slang. It's called Australian slang. What are those Australian people usually talking about when they mean one thing, or when they consider just another thing? So today we're going to go through Australian slang words and some useful expressions. Let's dive deeper and get into my lesson as soon as possible. And the first slang word that I suggest you to go over is kappa. Kappa. What do they mean when they say a kappa? They probably talk about a cup of tea. A cup of tea. Kappa is just a cup of tea. My example of using this word, and I've got two examples of here. Drop by for a cuppa tomorrow. Drop by for a cuppa tomorrow. And contraction, and they would use the contraction of that word, a cup of, without T, a cup of. Would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like a cup of coffee? So the next word, the next phrase, all good. All good. This is the so popular phrase, not in Australia only, not in only Australia, and over the world, in many English-speaking countries. And this usually means in Aussie slang as no, I don't want it. Let's just imagine a dialogue between two people. Do you want a Santa? I'm all good, thanks. I've just eaten. What's usually means no, thanks. I've just eaten. I'm not hungry. I don't need to eat anymore. It's all good. This phrase you'll more broadly used by native English speakers to say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. It's all good. No problem. So well. So the next word. Chin walk. Chin walk. This is just an informal slang, usually common in British and of course in Australian English. What's the chin walk? Chin walk it's a chat when we talk to each other online, when we chat with each other online, anywhere on the internet. An example, I rarely see Sarah, so when I do run into her, we have a good chin walk. So in that case, we have a good chit chat, or simply chat. Chit chat is just another way to say chat. So it's my tip to you. So the next word, chook. Chook. It's also an informal Australian slang, and this simply means chicken. It's just a chicken. Our 3 chooks lay more than enough eggs to feed the family. Please note, this slang word chook can be also used for a whole roasted chicken as a food, or the live animal, So the next word, Santa. Please just pay attention that the letter G in this word is silent. Actually, we don't say Sanga. It's not correct. It's incorrectly. We usually say, and Australian people, of course, usually say Santa, and that's the sandwich. Please note that we don't say sandwich. It's not also. It's incorrect as well. We usually say sandwich. I'll make some ham sandwiches for a trip. So the next word, legend. So we know that this word usually means in daily context, but here they usually mean a good person, very good person. And this word usually is used to tell someone they're awesome, they're very good, a really good person. Often used with bloody. If an Australian calls you a bloody legend, you're really awesome. It's just as similar as we usually call you rock. When we Americans say you rock, we usually mean you're a star, you're awesome, you're perfect. So it's similar to this word in Australia. So thanks, mate. You're a bloody legend. Means you're really awesome. You're perfect. I can always rely on you. I can always count on your help. So the next word, the next phrase. To be under a pump. And the formal Australian slang expressions, but often used in a professional context, not casual. In a professional context. To be very busy, and usually at work. So there are actually a lot of ways to say that someone is busy, usually at work or somewhere else. But here we're talking about this expression and what this actually means. My example is here. I can come out tonight. I'm under a pump. This means I'm simply busy. I can come out to you. I can go over to you. To take the piss. This means to be very annoying and unfair. Very furious. As just an example, $100 for a burger, that's taking the piss. It annoys me a lot. I'd like you to pay your attention to this phrase, that the word piss is also slang for urine. Don't be afraid. It's about urine. So you might hear, I need to take a piss, and that might mean that somebody wants to urinate. There's no strange about it. So it's naturally, we're all people in the world. So the next word, pull one's head in. This phrase used to ask someone to discontinue what they're doing or saying. What you said to him was really offensive. Pull your head in. So the next phrase, Buckless chance. Buckless chance. It's always an informal Australian English slang, and this phrase is usually used to suggest that someone has little or no hope of achieving a kind of a particular aim. No, so that someone has no chance to do something. So it usually means this way. So, an example, you have a buckless chance of arriving before 3 o'clock, or just another way, it's all a bit shortened to buckless. Without chance, buckless. If you think you'll be able to speak with Sarah, you've got buckless. And this means you have no chance to speak with her. So the next word. To have a crack at someone. To have a crack at someone. This slang expression means to yell at somebody, or to be angry or upset at someone and vocalize it to them. Our teacher had a crack at us. Our teacher had a crack at us because we missed the bus. And please note that have a crack at something also means to try it. An example. I've never played badminton before, but I thought I'd have a crack. To stuff up. It's just a phrasal verb and means to make a mistake, stuff up. I wanted to bring you a cake, but I stuffed up the icing. It's an informal phrasal verb. Tight. This is informal slang. It's common across many Englishes, not only in Australia. It's an adjective. It's an adjective, actually, and it means to have a close relationship. We've been hiking together every week for 6 months, so we're pretty tight. We're pretty tight already. To lose unit. To lose unit. Normally, it's a noun. Normally, it's a noun. An unpredictable or uncontrolled person who's liable to cause unintentional damage. Can be used in a serious or not serious, a kind of playful sense. Most of us agree that Bobby is a loose unit. Most of us agree that Bobby is a loose unit. So the next word. To be on the piss. This idiom means to drink alcohol heavily. It's an awful idea to drink alcohol. I'm not drinking alcohol at all. I have never on the piss. As to me, he's had a big night on the piss, and he's had a big night on the piss, and this means that he drank a lot of alcohol, and probably he vomited a little bit later. This kind of similar expressions, adjective pissed equals to drunk, who drank a lot of alcohol. So next we'll go over, I gotta pay your attention to one of the most interesting English idioms, not only in Australian, and it sounds like to wrap your laughing gear around something or someone. To wrap your laughing gear about something. And this idiomatic expression usually used when offering something to eat, meaning eat this. Your laughing gear or any kind of equipment you use to laugh is usually your mouth. It's usually your mouth. So when you wrap your laughing gear around something, you just put your mouth around it and just did it. And it's apparently, doesn't it? Wrap your laughing gear around this. Just did it. The next expression, you beauty. It's an exclamation expression, and this means great. You're great. You beauty. This looks fantastic. So the next word, footy. Footy just means a football, or here in the US we used to be using this expression when we refer to soccer. We don't usually say football when we even mean this game. We usually used to be saying soccer. Soccer in America means football. And in Australia, slang expression is just even shorter as footy. We're gonna on the footy on Friday. We're going to the footy match on Friday. The next word, arwa. This is pretty essential Australian slang word used by everyone everywhere in Australia, from Perth to Brisbane and Sydney. And this simply means afternoon, when we talking about an afternoon time. What are you doing tomorrow, Arwa? Want to come around for a barbie? See you at the pub, Sarwa. See you at the pub, Sarwa. The next word, chokas. Chokas usually means crowded or full. I'm not getting in that lift. It's chokas. When it's chokas, it's usually full. Telly. It's simply a television. My example. This word is common across many Englishes and a lot of English-speaking countries. Turn on the telly. The news is about to start. To be spewing. Adjective, angry or annoyed. I'm spewing, I missed your birthday party. This is exclamation used to show disappointment. And I missed out on tickets. Spewing. Also, it can also be used as a verb. To spew means to vomit. When we say to spew, we usually mean to vomit. So the next word, knock off. It's a phrasal verb. To finish work for a day. What time do you knock off on Friday? This simply means what time do you finish your work on Friday? What time is your work finished up? So there are several phrasal verbs to mean the same thing, but to knock off is probably a good one to describe this. So the next word, chuck a sickie, or to pull a sickie. This is only Australian slang, and this idiom means to have a day off work on sick. As far as I can remember, when I used to live in Melbourne, they use this word or this expression to pull a sickie or chuck a sickie when somebody takes the day off at school or at work and pretending that they're sick, but they're not actually that way, when they are not actually sick. And often used by students or pupils. It's a British word, who remembers it, who have a test or assignment due, or when they just take a day off work to do something more fun or to do something more enjoyable, not to go to work or school. Okay, to cut a long story short. My example, we're taking the boat out to the islands tomorrow. The weather is looking perfect. Chuck a sickie and come with us, or to pull a sickie and come with us. To go off, and this simply phrasal verb. It's another phrasal verb in my video. It actually has many meanings, but in informal Australian slang it can also mean to be busy, lively, exciting. If Australia makes the finals, Federation Square will be going off. So the next word, the doggies. The doggies. This playfulness, I can't actually remember this so well, but they usually use this phrase when talk about a sport team. It's kind of a national Australian soccer team or football team, if I'm not mistaken. So, go next. Get up. This is the most common phrasal verb in English, and it has plenty of meanings actually. And one of those is to win. I hope that the Swannies get up over the piece. I hope the Swannies get up over a piece. Bicky. We usually describe this word. We usually describe a biscuit by this word, this slang word, bicky. Biscuit equals to bicky. When we say bicky, we mean biscuit. Can you get me a few bickies from the buffet? Can you get me a few bickies from the buffet? And the last expression, the final expression that I got for you, is one for the road. And it's usually, it tends to use with the verb take together. Often used with the verb take. This means one last drink before leaving. And this expression that usually refers to a final alcoholic drink before leaving a party or event. Often shortened to a roadie. In this video, I use it to refer to food which is still possible and not less common. An example, a dialogue. Do you have to leave already? Have another? Okay, one for the road. So, how did you do? What were these expressions actually new for you, or any of those weren't? Anyway, just let me down it here in the comment section down below, and it's time to quiz. I know all of you actually very love quizzes, and I prepared 5 examples that you should fill up the gaps and choose the correct answer in the next sentence. The first one. I can come out tonight. I'm to get this report finished. So the second one. It hasn't rained in weeks. There's the creek has water in it. So the next. Let's grab a drink tonight. What time do you? So next. That man is the yellow car just me, because I stepped onto the road before traffic lights changed. And the final sentence. Do you want some extra salad on your plate? Thanks, I'm full. Which expressions do you think fit the best over here, over the sentences? Which ones fit the best? So just let me know it down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you soon in another video in another interesting video if I prepare it as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope I'll see you very soon in another video. See you in there.